Hi everybody and welcome back to Kenny J Music. This is the start of the new series that I said I was going to be doing, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm starting to do some recording with a lot of gear that I've picked up to do so, and I'm going to try and record an EP over the next few months. And what I said is, obviously this is completely new to me, something I've not done before, so I'll make a series of videos giving a bit of a beginner's guide to recording and what I'm doing. So in this video, I'm set up, I'm ready to go, but what I'll do is I'll take you through some of the equipment which I'm using, and give you a bit of an idea of the things that you need if you wanted to get started in your own recording. So let's have a look just now. So let's have a little look around the room. First of all, you might recognise this is the room where I've got the posters which I usually use as my backdrop. And it's also got the get together one as well, which I use another one, but you can't really see just now because of the reflection from the window. Keep my guitars in here that obviously I use. Probably the one that I'll most likely use will be the Les Paul, which is my favourite guitar, electric guitar that I've played for years and years. And then also I've got my Martin here, which I've not opened up yet. You've seen it plenty of times, but any excuse to show it off. Let's just look at how good that looks. Look at how good it looks. So yes, there's the Martin, which will be getting used for all my recordings. So I've got the desk here. Obviously this is currently being filmed whilst we're in lockdown. So I'm working from home at the moment, so this is the desk that I use for working from home. So things like the keyboard, the mouse and the stand that the laptop's on, that's all stuff that I would be using for work, so it's quite handy because I can just use it as well. So yes, in terms of the desk, what do I have here? So She Who Shall Not Be Named, quite good if you're just wanting to listen to some music, nice and easy, you know, in terms of having something set up just to clear your head, or if you're learning a song or anything like that. Little Crash Bandicoot is the studio mascot, shall we say. Obviously got a shelf capo, and then like most people, everybody's got their box of plectrums. So I've got some there, I've got some out because I'm ready to record shortly as well. So what are we doing for the actual recording? So let's start with where it's going in. So got here SE 2200 microphone. I picked this one because it's a condenser microphone, but also it's good for both vocals and acoustic guitars. In actual fact as well, it was also the only mic which I'd actually tried out because my friend uses a very similar one. So I knew how it would sound and that it would give good results, so that's why I went for that one that I knew would be good. Obviously you would use, in a full-blown studio, you'd use loads of different mics for the different things that you'd be recording, but this one felt like a good sort of all-round point of view to get started with. And I have got an old like vocal mic that you would use on stage, so if I wanted to record with the guitar amp, then I'd be able to use that to at least get it recorded and down for the time being. But there is another way that I can record electric guitar, which I'll show you in a moment. So I've got plugged in because I'm ready to go to record. In terms of the interface to the computer, so this here is the BandLab Link Digital Duo. So I went for this one because it's a 2-channel, so I can record stereo. Also has phantom power for the condenser microphone, and it gives me control over both channels plus master volume. So I went for that one because it felt like it was a good one to start up with, but also you've got the 2 channels for stereo, and so if you wanted to record drums or anything like that, at least you'd be able to record 2 tracks. And then, I don't know if we'll be able to see this in the camera, let's see if I can. So what you'll see there is the inputs for it allows you to have a mic XLR cable, but also I can plug a guitar straight in. So as I was saying earlier, I don't necessarily need to record the guitar amp, I can actually just plug straight in there and it'll be fine for using it, and there's some really good effects on the DAW software that I'm using. In terms of when I'm recording, obviously need to be able to hear, so this is Sony MDR7506. I deliberated for a while which headphones to get, because I'd been using a pair of Skullcandy ones, but I was getting a bit of the click track bleeding through into the microphone, so I knew I needed something a bit quieter, and then that way I'd be able to turn down the volume. So went for these because they basically get loads of reviews. They're used in studios all across the world, and they were a pretty good buy in terms of what you were getting. So what we're doing for recording, this is the Microsoft Surface Go. It's the 8 gig of RAM version, so it's a wee bit faster. When I was looking, it did feel like the 4 gig was coming up, that it would maybe struggle a little bit with the recording as you started to get into it, so I went for the 8 gig because it felt like it was a good place to go. And the reason why I went for a tablet like this, or a hybrid laptop, is I was expecting to travel with work. So that's all changed. So it meant that I would have a tablet that I could take away to be able to watch like Netflix and stuff like that. Also, if I'd recorded, I'd be able to mix and all these things as well if I was going away, so I'd still be able to work on my projects whilst I was on the go. And it kind of ticked all the boxes in terms of other things that I needed as well for being able to edit the videos and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, really good, really like it, and it's definitely hitting the boxes that I needed it to. The software which I've got open on the screen at the moment is Cakewalk, which is by BandLab, which is where I went for the same audio interface link up as well. It's a free software. It seems to have a lot of features on it, which obviously I've not really started to understand. It looks like it's totally going to meet all the needs that I've got. I suspect that maybe as I start going and I start doing a bit more, maybe I would decide that I wanted to move on to something like Cubase or a bigger program like that, but I can't see that being for a very long time, because it's got a lot of really good reviews. It seems to tick a lot of the boxes, and it definitely looks like it's going to work. And allow me to record, if you think about what I'm doing, it's going to be acoustic style EPs, might be 4 or 5 tracks by the time you add the guitars in, and then a couple of vocal tracks, but I can't see it being anything huge. So what else do I have handy? I've got a notepad, which is where I write my songs. Obviously really handy for when you're sitting writing, and if you're recording, you want to have the vocals in front of you to make it a bit easier to pick up. And I think that's pretty much everything. So let's get set up, and I'm going to start recording today. There you go. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you find this useful and interesting to see some of the equipment which I'm going to be using over the next few months to start recording songs and start recording an EP. So a bit like when I started just recording covers, it's going to be a real journey, I guess, for me to see how much this helps me improve both as playing guitar but also singing. And I plan on making a few videos along the way to share the progress that I'm making in terms of actually recording, but also some of the tips and the things that I've learned as a complete beginner to home recording. So as ever, if there's anything that you want to know, then just put it into the comments box, and I'll answer the questions in future videos if I can. But obviously if you want to subscribe, then I'll get you to click here, and if you want to watch other videos which I'll make, I'll put them right here. But until the next time, thanks for watching, keep making music, keep having fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.